Whether you've been tracking the marriage equality case in the Supreme Court or not, here are some terms that you might hear repeatedly and what they mean.
The term LGBTQIA+ stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, and asexual. The plus stands for the evolving nature of the community and identities outside the acronym.
After birth, a person is assigned to a certain sex based on their biological characteristics. Intersex people are born with sex characteristics that don't fit into the male or female binary.
It's important to note that sex is not the same as gender. If you've ever read queer Twitter discourse, you know that gender is a construct. The attribute society ascribes to people based on their sex is commonly referred to as gender, but this can differ from your personal awareness. That's gender identity.
For cisgender people, this aligns with their assigned sex, but it mostly doesn't for trans individuals.
In the simplest terms, sexual orientation refers to who you feel sexually or romantically attracted to. Homosexuality means being attracted to someone who expresses gender in the same way as you do.
Notably, sexual orientation is a spectrum made of several identities, including bisexuality, asexuality, and pansexuality. Contrary to popular belief, transgender is often used as an umbrella term.
This is why identities like non-binary and gender fluid also fall under the trans spectrum. Fun fact, people often use the term transgender as a noun, which is both incorrect and dehumanizing.
The term is an adjective for a person's gender identity, and the correct usage would be trans man, trans woman, or trans persons, to name a few.
Speaking of umbrella terms, queer is also one, and it denotes sexual and gender identities outside of the cisgender heterosexual binary.
While the term was originally used as a homophobic slur, a majority of the community has since reclaimed it. When we speak about binaries, conversations around the topic of heteronormativity are important.
Heteronormativity refers to the problematic mindset that being straight or heterosexual is both the default and a superior identity. Heteronormative practices can range anywhere from asking a woman if she has a boyfriend to restricting rights and privileges for queer citizens.
One thing that came up during the marriage equality hearings is the need for gender-neutral language. Gender-neutral refers to words or concepts that are applicable to all people, irrespective of their gender identity, like using they-them pronouns instead of he or she as the default.
It's trans and genderqueer inclusive. In the hearings, petitioners have urged the court to use spouse instead of husband or wife. And last but not the least, if you delve deeper into the conversation surrounding marriage equality, you might come across the term civil union.
A civil union refers to a legally recognized relationship between two people that gives them the same legal protection as marriage. It is recognized by issuing states but not by federal law, and is usually granted to queer couples in jurisdictions where they don't have the right to marry.